Good evening to you all. Thank you very much for joining. On behalf of Lights of Kindness, we would like to welcome you all for joining this wonderful evening with the special talk by Ms. Raji Unnikrishnan. And we are going to invite our Ms. Neha Dilip to give the introduction about Lights of Kindness and our guest speaker of this evening. Ms. Neha Dilip.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Kind greetings to everyone. First of all, I would like to say a few words about Lights of Kindness initiative. Lights of Kindness, a social assistance drive, is an initiative of few generous brothers and sisters to help and support those who are in need. We launched our activities from 1st March this year as a community support drive to attend to the hardships of COVID-19. Our initiatives are as follows. We distribute dry rations, snacks, fruit, water, and free bus go-karts, hats, soft drinks, and safety materials to low-income workers. We organize COVID-19 awareness sessions by particular field experts and providing medical advice by experts and participants. Hello?
Yes.
I think the network has some problem.
Yeah, it's okay. Now okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, please continue.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hearing, yeah.
Okay, we also organize free online spoken English classes for low-income workers. We are ready to extend our hand for all those who are needy and expecting your support and cooperation. Now, I would like to introduce our guest speaker of this evening, Ms. Raji Unnikrishnan. Ms. Raji Unnikrishnan is a senior journalist with the Gulf Daily newspaper. She is in Bahrain for 20 years. Writing and music is her passions. She is active volunteer with Shamsaha and Women's Christ Care Group, founded on Faith of Jesus Christ. Ms. Raji is from Trivandrum, Kerala, India. On behalf of Lights of Kindness and all of us, I request Ms. Raji Unnikrishnan to deliver your valuable presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Neha. And Ms. Raji, please.
Thank you, Neha, for that kind introduction. Thank you, all of you who are present here, and I must especially thank my dear brother Said Ali Muhammad for the beautiful friendship that we share, at least for a couple of years now. And I thank this opportunity on this beautiful weekend evening. Thank you for finding me the right person. I do not know what made you do that, but I'm grateful to you for asking me to spend this evening with this beautiful group of people. Thank you so much for all of you who are present here. We are a small group, but I'm sure the people who are here with a purpose, and that serves the evening. Talking about myself, Neha did give me a beautiful introduction. That is a very brief introduction about me. I'm not very sure if I'm a person to be speaking on topics, because as you heard, I'm a journalist by profession. So I have always been asking questions, hearing from people, writing for them and about them. So perhaps this is one of the very few opportunities where I have been asked to speak about anything that I like. That was what Brother Said told me. There was no specific topic given to me. So the topic that came into my mind and suggested by one of my dear friends is gratitude. So why gratitude, if you ask me? That is a topic which is close to my heart as a person, because over the past many years, I have learned in person the importance of being grateful. So I felt this evening, more than talking to you as a topic, I felt we should be discussing this topic. And may I request all of you to turn on your cameras, because I don't find anybody's face. It would be nice to see you all, if I may ask you. Thank you very much, Mr. I think those names are all yours. Rafai Sultan. Can I see Rizwana Begum, please? Neha, you're so beautiful. I think you should be on the camera. Shenaz Sultana, Mohammad Yusuf, KP Yusuf, Mohammad Shafi Sharif. Well, it would be nice if I can see all your faces. I would really request. Hi, Rizwana. Good to see you. I think you are driving, though that's very sweet of you. Okay, fine. Anyway, so whoever can, please be on the camera because it's nice to see some interactions, isn't it? Thanks for this virtual platform where we are all getting our Shehnaz. Welcome, Shehnaz. Thank you. I love the painting behind you. I don't know who did that, but whoever did that, that's beautiful. Did you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. That's what caught my attention. Beautiful. Keep drawing. Fine. Okay. So coming to the topic that I chose today, I think we come across people of two kinds. One, those who look at the thorns amongst a rose bush, and the others who look at the roses in between the thorns. This has been a thought which came into my mind, as I told you, quite a few years ago. Maybe as life gets more into you, as age catches up, or as we get mature in life, these things sink into us. Maybe at the age of Shehnaz or Neha, we might have not thought of that. But I think it's important at every age we should be grateful. Let me begin with a story. I'm sure this is a very common story. Pardon me if you have heard this, but then this is one story which I always share it with my children in the church school or whenever I get a chance. This is about a blind boy who was sitting by a street, and he had a board in front of him saying like, "I'm blind, please help me." So people who were passing by were dropping a coin or two once in a way. I'm sure you must have heard it, but then let me repeat it for you. So one man who passed by, he just sat by the boy. He picked up that little note which the boy had written, "I'm blind," and he changed it. He changed it and then he put it there and he left. After that change, more people started dropping in more money, more coins started coming into the basket of this little boy. So some hours later, the man came back. The man came back and the boy, of course, you know, blind people have a special faculty. They can understand by the sound around them. So he understood it was the same man who sat by and changed. So he asked, "Are you the man who came in the morning and you changed something to my writing?" He said, "Yes." Then he said, "I would love to know, what did you change in my note? Because people started giving me more and I collected more." So the man said, "You had written, 'I am blind, please help me.' I just changed it to a word or a line saying, 'Today is so beautiful, but I cannot see it.' Today is so beautiful, but I cannot see it." So it is the perspective. So when you first see that boy with that note in front of him saying, "I'm blind," we sympathize. Oh, sad. He's blind, right? But the second note, it calls us loud to us what we are blessed with. I can see this beautiful day, but he cannot. So that is when we start thinking as to what is the blessing that we enjoy every day. So this perhaps is what is the best way to explain gratitude when I begin this day's discussion or chat with you lovely people. I'm sure the way we look at things is what makes the difference. It is the perspective. So the moment people saw, oh, how beautiful is this day, and this boy cannot see it. So that brings in a little additional emotion in us, and that's when we start helping others. So that bit of little element of being grateful to the blessings that we have in life is what changes us as a human being. Well, I'm not here to preach. This is what I have learned in my life, and I try to put in practice every day as much as possible, which has, I believe, made me a better human being over the years. Not that I was this before. I must have taken life for granted when I was a child, when I was a youngster, when I was a student. And slowly, life's phases taught me these things. And I'm very happy to see there are youngsters here. I see one Zamil Yusuf. I think he's a youngster from the picture. And Shinaz, Neha. Youngsters, there is an opportunity out there where you can do a lot by being grateful. The moment you are grateful, your attitude changes. The word itself has the word in it, gratitude. Well, it doesn't mean having a great attitude, but I would love to define it like that way, great attitude. And one of the best attitudes that you can have is to be thankful. So what is gratitude? If you just Google it, gratitude is defined as a personality trait. Sometimes we tend to mix it up with thankful, being thankful. We say thank you. Thank you is a very sweet word. Thank you, sorry are two words which we can, magic words. They are called 3 magic words. Sorry, thank you, and please. These can put a smile on your face. These can really ease up people. Of these, the best is thank you. You can thank people for anything and everything. But being grateful is something much more. Saying thank you is you're thanking someone for doing something to you. But sometimes people tend to get it both together the same, like thank you and gratitude, being grateful. Gratitude is actually a personality trait. It has to come in you. And how does gratitude come? If you ask me, I have learned it from at least 5 to 8 years ago before, like from some readings and listening to some people. One of the best things of gratitude, best way to express your gratitude is to be appreciative of things. It's what I see in the world is, people are really stingy or miserly when it comes to complimenting others. I'm not sure if you agree with me, but I have seen that. The very first tendency of men and women is to comment on, oh, have you put on weight? I hope you agree with me, right? At least some of the women, at least I saw 2, 3 women there. This is a common conversation which Shehnaz has said, yes. We hear this, isn't it? Oh, did you put on weight? Or have you lost weight? Another thing which all the teenagers or the youngsters amongst us face is, what are you doing now? You looking for a job? What next? Did you graduate? What's your plan next? When you grow a little more older, are you not getting married? See, these are the common questions. Maybe it's a cultural issue. It happens in India. It's okay. Elders do that. But I think replacing that with an appreciation would be all the more lovely. To look at a person and say, oh, you look so beautiful today. Or at a gentleman and say, you have a nice tie on. Oh, I sometimes admire the socks of my male colleagues, When they sit for a meeting, when they put leg over leg, you see some lovely socks designs there. So I had a deputy editor, Robert Smith, and he had a lovely collection of socks. Tell me, trust me. And I used to tell Rob, your pair of socks looks nice. And I mean it. So I'm just giving you an example of how to appreciate people, which I felt made people nice. And on the other side, I also like it when someone tells me, oh, that suits you. Oh, you have a nice smile. That appreciation, I'm not only talking of physical traits. When somebody does something good, to appreciate that, I think you need to have a heart. You really need to have a heart. You're always ready to look for mistakes in people. You can always pick out things which, okay, he should have done it this way. She should not have done it that way. Instead of that, oh, you did it this way. That was nice. So there is always a possibility of giving a positive spin to things. I'm sure you all know about looking at the glass half full and half empty, right? You always say, oh, this glass is only half of water. Whereas we can always say, oh, this glass has half of it's full of water. Looking at it, the perspective. So appreciation is one big thing when we come or when we think of gratitude. Let me take you to another story, perhaps, which would better explain. I know these things don't need much of an explanation, but as I said, since we are spending this evening together, this is the thought that I have, and I would like to share it with you. I'm sure, again, this story is nothing new, not invented by me. It's somewhere out there, and you all must have heard it. There was this movie theater. They announced people that we are giving a free movie show tonight, and they selected some people. And people were all happy. Of course, they went for a movie, and they entered the cinema, and they all sat. And they're looking at the screen. And the screen showed nothing but a room. For almost 3 to 4 minutes, it was nothing but a room. And they waited. And after 4 minutes, people started a little getting jittery. Why is this scene not changing? And suddenly the screen changed. And the next shot was the ceiling of a room. Just the ceiling, the top part of the room. And everybody was waiting for something to happen. And it went on and on and on for another 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes. And the people started getting fidgety. They started turning this side and that side and asking, like, what's happening? So it's almost 5 minutes. Nothing is happening. You just showed us a room and then a ceiling. So then the message on the screen appears. You just saw it through the eyes of a person who is bedridden, who is on bed, 24 hours on bed. So 5 minutes, we could not take that. We became fidgety. We became upset. We became like bored. We are looking for options. Imagine a person 24 hours like that, at the mercy of another person. Think for a minute, and if that thought sinks into you, don't you think we should be grateful? What should we be grateful for, or what should not be grateful for? If you think of this one story, because when I first read that, it's a very common story out there. When I first heard that, it made me think a lot. And I really started appreciating many little things, many little things in my life. This morning when I woke up on Facebook, one of my young friends had posted a status. Thank you, Lord, for choosing me to be on the list to wake up this morning. Her name is Jewel. She's from the US. She's my daughter's friend. She had posted this, which is a very loud poster. Thank you, Lord, for choosing me to be on the list of those who should wake up this morning, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? If we can just give it a thought, we hear of deaths every day. We live in such a bleak time in history ever, isn't it? 2020 has taught us many things. We do not know. There is always a lot of gloom and uncertainty out there. But every day we are waking up. Every day we have food on our table. We have a home to sleep. We have a car to travel. We have school. We have teachers. We have laptops to do our online classes. Or we have the facility to work from home. We have a job and we are being paid on time, or at least delayed by 10 days, we are getting paid. We have a family back home. We are connected with that family. Trust me, in my kind of job, and I'm sure my dear brother Saeed Ali would agree with me, We come across people who are denied of their rights, who are denied of the privileges, basic privileges. People don't have food, people don't have water, people don't have jobs, people cannot move out of their rooms. Life is so stuck for them. So when we tend to fret, when we tend to complain about things in life, just give it a thought as to what are the privileges that we enjoy in life. I think every religion teaches us about it. Every religion. As Neha introduced me, I'm a Christian and I'm a hardcore believer and fan of Jesus Christ. And Christianity teaches us, not as a religion, but spirituality. I would term it as spirituality. Every religion teaches us this, to count your blessings. To count your blessings and name them one by one. There is even a beautiful song like that. I'm sure Islam and Hinduism, and for that matter, every other religion teaches us to be grateful to the blessings that are showered upon us every day. So I think I picked up something just because I wanted to make a mention here. A traditional Islamic saying goes like this: the first who will be summoned to paradise are those who have praised God in every circumstance. This is what I read. So that told me, it matches well with my belief of count your blessings. That means being grateful is a universal sentiment. Every religion talks about it. That means it is somehow connected to God. There is a spiritual link to it. Now, why should we be grateful? Of course, I told you we have reasons to be grateful, to count your blessings. Now, how can this practice of being grateful make an impact on you as a person? Well, studies say that psychologically, it has a positive impact on you. The more you're grateful, the more positive you become. This is what psychological studies say, positive psychology. So if you start looking at things positively, looking at things in others and in ourselves positively, and start appreciating and start being appreciative about the blessings we have in our lives, it makes us a happy person. We can always cry about things. That's how I began in the very beginning, as I told you. We can always look at the thorns among the roses. But we know roses are always beautiful and they come with thorns. Look at the beautiful roses. That can make us a better human being. And that has a positive impact on ourselves. And when we become positive, we communicate positive. We spread positivity around us. We do that magic to others so that others around us become positive. Our family becomes positive. And we as a group becomes a happy lot. Don't we all have that friend out there who is the life of the party? We all enjoy that person being in the party because he or she comes in with loud laughters, jokes, they move around, they talk to everyone, they speak good things, positive things, and we love them, isn't it? And sometimes we even wonder, like, how can I be like that person? Or why is that person always, is he always very happy? Doesn't he have anything in life that makes him sad? He does. Everybody has their bit of sadness in life. We all have it. Our bags and baggages are packed with troubles, problems. You have health issues, you have money issues, you have family issues. There are many things, but there is a way how certain people look at it positively. And those people are spreading that energy. That's simply because they are grateful. They have gratitude to the blessings that I have, that they have. Trust me, take it from me, I have done it myself as an exercise. I have sat down and written it down in my younger days, you know, when it was difficult, when at a certain age, you argue, isn't it? You have a tendency to argue. So at my young age, I used to say, no, I have a lot of issues. So one of my mentors told me, why don't you do a journal? Write down every day, what are your blessings? What are your problems? What are your burdens? Blessings means not just rich blessings, but blessings like you woke up this morning. You have two strong legs to get up and walk. you're breathing properly, you don't have any health, your eyes are fine, your tummy is fine, you're not throwing up what you're eating. From those little things, you count. And then you say, like, what are your burdens? Trust me, after a month, if you look back at the journal, I found that my blessings were always way above than my burdens. I'm sure it's a bit difficult for the youngsters to understand and accept, because as life moves on, you tend to understand more about this. But you can always practice this art, is what I would be telling. And when you put this into practice, you have to make certain compromises, not compromises. You have to make yourself understand. Don't be picky about anything. Don't insist. Like, I will only eat this, or I will only wear this, or I will only do this. This is my way of doing. Instead, appreciate what you are able to, or what you can, or what you have. That is one way of being gratitude. Another way I would say is be grateful in your challenges. Like when life puts you in a very tricky situation, look at it as an opportunity. What is it that you can do to appreciate the outcome of it? And for this, there are a lot of things you need to do. You have to be practicing certain things, like you can meditate, you can be mindful of yourself, like being cautious, being conscious about what you're doing, what you're saying. Like as I told you, maintain a journal. What are the blessings that I have? A small post-it, like what are the problems that is bothering you? And think like what can be done to that, and strike it off. I'm not preaching here. I do this. I have a yellow post-it always in my head. I always share this with my friends because I know certain things bothering me, certain things are worrying me. I have this yellow post-it in my brain. And when I sit down, when things get mounted up, I can feel that pressure. I sit down and I look at one by one. And I say, okay, this one is nothing. I can always do it this way. And I strike it off. And it's easy to strike off those yellow post-its. Sometimes it will be a disturbing relationship. You must have had an argument with a colleague. Sometimes it is a situation where you're helpless, which I come across many times in my career especially. There are many things which come to me and where I cannot do much. Where I know things are right, but I cannot do much because my role is limited to writing these things. So there are certain things which you can, whereas there are certain things which you cannot. That is where you should remember the serenity prayer. God, give us the strength to change things which we cannot. Give us the strength to accept things which we cannot. The serenity prayer. Another beautiful way of being grateful and gratitude is one thing which I learned during the pandemic, which I'm sure my brother would agree with me: volunteer. Be a volunteer. This beautiful organization, Light of Kindness, is one example. There are many other groups. Trust me, in 2020, from February or March onwards, I saw so many people volunteering. So many people. I was so overwhelmed to see that goodness in people. You can volunteer in many ways, trust me. Many, many ways. And this group, as I say, have been doing wonderful things. As we know, people out there need different things. Some need food, some need water, some need jobs, some need home. The needs are different. And the way we can support is also different. So when we are talking of volunteering, it's not big thing like, going out there and doing social work, because this is a time when we cannot mix and mingle. There are many things that we can do. Many, many things from the limitations that we can do. Neha, when she was introducing me, she said, I'm an active part of Shamsaha. It's called Shamsaha, or Women's Crisis Care International. This is a Bahrain-based organization which supports women victims of domestic violence. I'm an advocate who facilitates first response to such cases. We have a hotline number. So women who have any trouble, they call us. So if I'm on duty, I get to talk to those women. That is also kind of volunteering. I'm not doing anything for them, but all I'm doing is listening to them. Most of the time, people talk to us and we can solve the issue there. It is that emotional assistance that they need. Of course, in some cases, they go to police, some cases they go to embassy, some cases They go in for further legal assistance. There are many things. But what I'm trying to tell, as a first responder, I have come across many cases where people only want others to listen. I'm talking of the basic volunteering thing that you can do. And even for that, you don't need a hotline or you don't need an association. Maybe the person next to you in your school, in your work, the person next to you might want someone to listen. Because people are very busy these days. Everybody is busy with their job and nobody has got time to listen to the others. When you listen to somebody, maybe you are helping him overcome a suicide thought. Trust me. So these are basic volunteering efforts that you can do. To volunteer yourself, you need not be a big social worker under a big agency or under an organization. Every one of us can be a volunteer. You walk out and you see people cleaning the road, isn't it? You can have a good word with him. Did you have breakfast? Did you have a tea today? Or you can even say a thank you to the person who is cleaning your doorstep or a person who is washing your car. A smile is enough. Maybe, I don't know, for youngsters, mama might be making tea. There's no harm in saying, thank you, mama, I love you. God bless you. In the office, maybe you have an office boy who is cleaning your desk. There's no harm in saying, thank you, good morning. These are simple things which can make an impact on you and put a smile on the others. Another way of being grateful is spending time with family. Most of the time, we expats, far from home, far from our parents, the last on priority will be like talking to aged parents, right? But the best thing that we must and we should do is to keep in touch with them. All these things which I said, as I told you, I'm not here to preach, but these are certain things which I learned and I thought it's nice to share with a bunch of people who are here, will help you to be more a happy person. I'm a person who loves to say stories. So let me conclude with one story, one last story. Okay. There is this man who had 4 wives. 4 wives, absolute 4 wives. Okay. And he died. He died, so the angels came to take him. He was a nice man. He was a very nice man. So the angel said, since you are a very nice man, I'm giving you an offer. You have 4 wives. You can take one of your wife with you. Come with one of your wife. Get the choice, whomever you want. I hope all of you are listening. Are you with me?
Yes, we are with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So who do you think the man first? So the angel said, bring one wife, okay? And he said, okay, I'll take permission and bring one. So who do you think the man went to first?
The first wife?
Why do you think so, Shinaz? If it is a first wife, why did he marry 3 more? Who would have been his best choice? Whom did he love the more or the most? Any idea? Anybody? No answers?
Yeah, ma'am. I think the first one, because he is very patient to marry another one there. So he might be love too much with him.
The first wife?
First
Okay,
wife.
because Shehnaz also said the first wife, but you know how I look at it, or how the story says, he married first, second, third, fourth, because he was not happy with the first, he went to the second, then he went to the third, then he went to the fourth. So obviously the fourth one was his favorite. So when the angel said, you can bring one, he went to the fourth wife. He said, see, the angel said, I can take one of you with me and I want to take you. Will you come with me? Okay, so she just said, let me think. And she said, no, I can't come because the moment you leave, I'm young. I will become somebody else's. I may not be able to come. I'm sorry. So this shocked the man. So he went to the third wife. He said, see, I would like to take one of you. I have a chance to take one of you. Can I take you with me? He also said, let me think. And she said, I can come, but only till the door. I will accompany you till the door. Please, I will not come after that. He was again sad. More than shocked, he was sad. He went to the second wife, and said the same thing. Would you come with me? And she also just thought for a while, and she said, I will come, but only till the grave.
Yeah, that.
Not come after that. All right. And then he went to the first one, very disappointed, very disheartened. And I'm sure he would have said, oh, I'm so sorry, my love. I went to all these three. I should have just kept you only. You are my best wife, isn't it? So the first one, the moment he said this, the first one said, yes, my love, I will come with you. I'll always be with you. I've promised I am going to be with you. I will come with you. Now, this is a story, but the story explains the youngest wife is the wealth that you earn in this life. The wealth. The moment you die, all your money, all your material things, everything becomes somebody else's. Isn't it? Everything that you earn in this life, the moment you die, is somebody else's. The third wife is your relations, relatives, all the relatives. Till where will they come?
Graveyard.
Till the door. They will cry and leave you at the door, and they will go back with their life. The second one is your body at the grave. At the grave, the body leaves you. And the last one, who is the last one who's ready to go with you?
The first one, the best one.
And what is she? The youngest is the wealth that you had. The third is the relatives. The fourth is your body.
They called Anma like this.
Atma, I would say the first one is the good deeds that you do when you're alive. So your first commitment to life is all the good things that you do, which comes with you when you go, in whatever religion you believe, when you cross the oblivion, when you go over with the Atma, as the brother said, your soul, your eternal life. What goes with you are the good deeds that you do. You might have been a millionaire in this world. You know, great literature has said, all you need is that 6 feet, isn't it? Every one of us, depending on our size, you just go into that. So the good deeds that you do is the best that will go with you, that defines your legacy, that talks of you when you lie there frozen. People will speak of your good deeds. And when you do good deeds, what can make you do good deeds? It's being grateful. You're being grateful. Only if I am grateful, I can do good. If I'm always fretting and thinking and worried and bothered about everything negative in my life, everything not happening good and right in my life, I can never do good in life. I can never be positive in life. Let me conclude with this beautiful thought, especially during this time, the COVID time, This time has taught us much, that everybody is helpless. Man is helpless. We cannot do anything. We may have money, we may have people, we may have power, but we are just struggling in front of this unseen little minuscule of a virus. We don't even know what it is, isn't it? We are so stuck. We are inside, closed. And we have learned to appreciate things. And let's make this a habit. When we appreciate, when we are grateful, when we think of being grateful, let us remember all those people out there who doesn't have these privileges, who don't have these privileges, who don't have 3 meals a day, starting from them to all those, even the frontline workers, who cannot afford the luxury of working from home. They have to go to the hospital. They are risking their lives. Many, many, many things like that. So I do not know if I helped you all in any way. These are my thoughts of being grateful or gratitude this evening. I hope this helped. And I don't know if you have any questions on this topic. I'm no big scholar or a preacher to respond to questions, but you can always share your viewpoints. I would like to thank Brother Sayyid Ali for this beautiful opportunity that you gave me to be amidst this bunch of lovely people. Lights of kindness, it's a beautiful phrase, lights of kindness. And you guys are doing wonderful things. Silently, smooth, you're doing a lot of good things, helping so many people. That itself, in a way, defines gratitude. And I'm so happy to be amidst all of you. And nice to meet all of you, though I did not see all of yours face. It would be nice to interact with all of you. Thank you, and over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And dear participants, actually, Rajesh is not like an ordinary person. She's doing great things. She explained about her very less. Actually, she's doing lots behind the scene. When we are reading the newspaper, we only know that she's just reporting. I'm always appreciating. I think maybe every week I can say I'm calling her personally and appreciating even through WhatsApp. I'm saying you're doing the great thing because of when we are reading your articles or whatever, we get inspiration. We get an inspiration and we are doing things. And even you are doing the same thing. Whenever you see anything what we are doing for community or for public, you are also not forgetting us to appreciate and evaluating us. That's a great thing. And I am sure you will reach more heights in even GDM and in the social life, especially in WCCI. Okay, now I'm just
Thank you very
requesting
much. But that's I would add, brother, that's because you have a great heart that you see the goodness in me. Thank you so much, because I know you as a person and how positively you take things. I know that. Because as I told you, whenever you talk to me or whenever you send me a text, you come with a reason, with a purpose. And I appreciate that. And please don't speak high and good about me, or for that matter, anyone. Let's do together what we can do.
Yeah,
Because the moment the good things that we do is spoken about, it is losing its value and worth. Let's do it silently. Let's do it.
Even you are advising me the same. In personally also, you are advising me the same.
I'm always an advocate of that I think what we do with one hand should not be known to the other hand even. Because that loses the shine of the coin, We don't have to announce the good deeds that we do. We don't have to.
That's a great thing. That's a good reminder for us also, actually. Now this is a chance for our participants, dear participants. I'm very sorry for that. Actually, I don't know what happened today. Many messages I'm receiving, they said, the passcode is wrong because, instead of I put capital L, I think I posted small L, I think. But many people are admitting how, I don't know.
I think the capital L was an issue when I had an issue. Anyway, 15 is not a very less number. I would say whoever has joined, as I always tell, the strength of the group is not in the number. Even if it is 3 people, if we have a very solid communication, and if we can take back something for ourselves, that is a successful platform. So we have 15 of us here, and many people have communicated. I think you people should switch on your cameras and mics and speak. Zamil Yusuf, Shehnaz Sultana, KP Yusuf, they're all texting. Thank you very much. Simply wow. I think you should speak.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Mrs. Jarazi. Very good sessions today. See, nowadays there is no, people's not looking the empathy. Empathy is very losing.
Correct.
Some people are not looking. Empathy is very, very low level in India also too. Now you are become a very good journalist. See, there is one news from APP. There is one brave lady, that journalist, how...
Yes, she went and spoke about it.
Maybe you see that video, that one.
Yes, I saw that.
So our prophet, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say there is a lot of steps for supporting the people. So if you don't have money, just see love to the other people, or just to say laughing, and otherwise you don't have anything, just keep calm. This
Correct.
is sadaqah. So kilma tayyiba, they say in Arabic, kilma tayyiba. So giving good words to other people. Sorry. So this type of what is called supporting other people, the empathy is to other people. Inshallah, we will that relationship with the other people. It will be increased, and love to be. There is no word equivalent to love.
Precisely.
Thank
Very
you.
well said, brother. Very well
Ma'am.
said.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good session today. We are
Honor.
utilizing.
Thank you.
Our
Thank you.
brother is from Abu Dhabi. He is our supporter.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Rifai Sultan. Yeah, Rifai Sultan.
What is your name, by the way?
Rifai Sultan.
Rifai Sultan. Okay, what do you do, sir? What do you do in Abu Dhabi?
I am in marketing department, as
Okay,
in steel factories there. Yeah.
good.
So
Very nice.
I was in Jeddah 20 years. Now 10
Okay.
years here Abu Dhabi. So almost from 1990 I am in Gulf.
Okay. Okay.
So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
Then
Shehnaz?
I say to the Sayyid Hanif, he is doing wonderful job and wonderful welfare to other people. So we need to do like that.
Yes.
All people should be go like this. Inshallah, the world become green with
Right.
love.
Yeah.
We have our Mr. Brother Zuhair is there. Is he here?
Sorry.
Brother Zuhair is here. I think he can say something. Okay, now, I don't know. So,
I
can we
think
go for one?
Shehnaz wants to say something. She's ready.
No, she always saying through her word of thanks.
Shehnaz. Oh, she's for. I really love that painting of Shehnaz.
She
Oh,
and her
thank you.
brother joined me doing all these things.
Neha is gone. Okay. And who
Yes,
is Zamil Yusuf?
Where
Zamil.
where is your brother? Is he near you?
What, uncle? What, sir?
Your brother is near you?
Yeah, he's in another room. Yeah, I'll call him.
Can you call him? Can you call him? You know, he's the one painting all these things.
Okay.
No, actually, I do this. His drawings are in that room, so he'll bring.
So anyhow, then can we wind up and do
Sure.
official vote of thanks by
Yes, yes.
Shina Sultana?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just show your brother. He's Shifas.
Hi, Shifaz.
Hi,
How are
ma'am.
you? How are you? Good to see you.
Sibas,
Standard you are studying?
Hello?
Which standard you are studying?
I'm studying 8th standard.
Okay.
Yeah. Sinas, can you go for vote of thanks?
Yeah, sure, sir. Yeah, sure. Honorable organizers, invited guests, and the legendary audience, good evening to one and all. On behalf of organizing team, it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. My heart filled with lots and lots of gratitude and respect for our distinguished guest speaker, Ma'am Raji Unnikrishnan, for not only spending your valuable time with us, but also for enlightening us with your commendable talk on the topic gratitude. Gratitude. I don't know what to say. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns problem into success, the unexpected into perfect timing, and mistakes into important events. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. So, ma'am, it was really an amazing and motivating session for all of us. You actually took us to another world, ma'am. And you didn't give a speech, but you had a conversation with us. You told many interesting and exciting stories, and you told so many statements related to gratitude from Christianity and Islam, etc. and etc. So, moreover, it was really an amazing, interesting, mesmerizing session, I would say, for all the viewers. So thank you, Raji ma'am, and thank you, Neha, for started this session with a wonderful welcome speech. And thank you all for attending this amazing session presented by Lives of Kindness. It's 15th session. Thank you. 3rd October 2020. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shinaz. I'm impressed with the way you. I thought it was reading and a ready speech, but no, you jotted down the points. I'm really impressed. Great, good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good to go.
Mr.
Many.
Thank you very much for joining us. We know that how busy you are, but thank you for sharing your valuable time.
Not at all, sir. Anytime. Please see me as your family. God
We
bless
hope
all
to
of you. Thank you so
we
much.
hope to see you again also.
Sorry.
We hope to see you again through this platform.
Anytime, sir. Always. Thank you all who attended. Thank you. Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Syed sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Sinas. Thank you.